and joining me is Zayn Kalyan, CEO of Infinity Stone Ventures. Zayn, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you give us a background on the company?
Yeah, so Infinity Stone Ventures is a battery metals project generator. We started the company about a year ago, quickly acquired a portfolio of about 8 battery metals projects, very focused on lithium. Our James Bay lithium assets, which are adjacent to Patriot Battery Metals, are probably our core focus. But then beyond that, we have a really advanced graphite project, exploration project in Thunder Bay.
Oh.
And then beyond that, we have some really great assets in Brazil, lithium assets next to Sigma Lithium that we're pretty excited about.
What's Thunder Bay like as a mining jurisdiction?
Great jurisdiction to be in, very close to infrastructure, lots of kind of support, close to a port on Lake Superior, so great place to operate. Our project is really close to infrastructure, has a discovery hole of 25% graphite over 24 meters. Graphite's a little bit tough because the market doesn't really care yet, but at the same time, we see a lot of potential upside there. And in the short term, we're actually intending to spin that asset out, which will give shareholders an opportunity to get exposure to this asset on its own as well. So they get a bonus share effectively, which will be pretty exciting for them.
And can you dive a little deeper into your projects?
Yeah, so we have our Rockstone Graphite, which is probably our more advanced project, but the James Bay lithium projects are what most people care about. So we're continuing to develop those assets. I know the market would probably like to hear a lot more about the work that's going on there, but we won't be able to get onto them until April or May, and we'll continue to build value there once the snow melts and we can get that back out there. Beyond that, I'd say that our recently acquired projects in Brazil, which are adjacent to Sigma Lithium and Lithium Ionic, are pretty exciting. They're very greenfield, no exploration's been done, but very large land packages. I think it makes us the second largest landholder in the region, with 22,000 hectares directly adjacent to Sigma. Sigma, most recently, there's rumors that Tesla might be taking it out, so it's pretty exciting for us to be able to explore in that area and continue to build value for shareholders.
And what are some catalysts that investors should be aware of?
I think further exploration in Brazil will be a big thing in the short term, and then beyond that, once we can get back up in James Bay, and we'll continue to build value there. And alongside that, I think the Rockstone Graphite spin-out will be particularly exciting. There'll be a lot of catalysts, so we'll continue to invest money on that project. But yeah, in the short term, we have a lot of news. We have a lot of projects, 8 projects, even some things we haven't announced yet. So we're excited to kind of share that with the market, and we'll continue to build value. We're trading great volume. It's a great liquid asset. Great opportunity for investors to get exposure to battery metals, and we want to continue to provide that.
Zane, tell us about your team.
Yeah, so we have a great team, lots of history in the mining industry, 25 years experience in junior mining, exploration focus. The geology team is great as well. We're working with Axiom Geologics, which is a consulting firm out of Saskatchewan. Lots of experience in lithium pegmatites, and continue to build on that. And then beyond that, I think our management team has a lot of history in raising significant amounts of capital, whether that not only be in the junior mining space, but also other industries. And we have Altus Capital Partners, which is our merchant bank, and we've been able to really build on that.
And what separates you from other mining companies?
I think probably our diversified portfolio. So when you typically invest in a mining asset or mining company, a junior mining company, you're getting exposure to maybe 1 or 2 assets, maybe 1 or 2 metals for that matter. But we're in multiple metals, multiple projects across multiple metals, truly kind of de-risked in that way. And it allows you to get exposure to projects as we move them forward. Those will be spun out, and shareholders will be able to get access to those projects as well. So it's a little bit of it's a true project generator model, which is it gives investors a lot of diversity. So,
what are you looking forward to most about the coming rest of the year?
I think it's a lot. We have a lot of things in the pipeline. It'll be a really busy year, but no, we're pretty excited to continue to build value.
Amazing. And why should investors invest in you?
I think just it's a great way to get exposure to the battery metals space and multiple battery metals projects. Lithium has obviously got a lot of potential upside, and the market's kind of reflected that. But there's also other battery metals out there. There's a lot of graphite and lithium-ion batteries, and graphite we think is going to go for another run here. And we've got a great graphite project, but you still get exposure to lithium. So I think investors should recognize that and take advantage of it.
Zane, I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and thanks for chatting with me.
Thank you.